Hi everyone. So, welcome to What the Fuck Happened. And this is going to be a recorded instead of a live like I usually do, but it's something new, something that I'm trying to look at the screens, make sure everything's good. Hopefully, audio is coming through. Um, this will also be that test. So, anywho, let's get to brass tacks. What happened? My K1C had a catastrophic failure during a print. Um, and it sucks because now I got to replace the hot end, um, which you will see on the video. And yeah, let's start that, and I'll kind of play by play. This is the time lapse um, of the video. So let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you. So what happened was is that I started the print and walked away. I normally do that. I've never really had any issues. I mean, I've had failures, but I've never had this kind of failure to the point where I have to replace the entire hot end and and hopefully be able to heat up the PLA to get it off the hot end so I can get the damn thing out. So crossing my fingers when that shows up in a couple days. Okay, so let's watch the video of holy shit catastrophic failure, and I will try to pause it and go through it with you. All right, so here's the print, and it failed to adhere, which has happened. We've all had this happen, but I've never had it climb up into it, and it's still spewing out. I have the AI function on. It should have alerted me of a failure. It didn't, and it just kept to the point where this heat barrier sleeve just popped off, and yeah, this whole thing. Now I'm running the K1C with the modification, the Creality CFS, and I have never had this happen. Let's watch it again. Failed almost immediately. Like an idiot, I didn't check first layer like I usually do, or I would have caught this, heated it up, and popped it right out. But you see, it's just pumping it. And this area just curls up behind. And I was able to get all this off except for what's under this sleeve. I got 80% of it off. Um, I don't know if anyone ever had this issue before, but this I've had failures, but I've never had a catastrophic failure where it's just oozing out of the back. Let's just recap one more time, and I'll pause it here. Just recapped and pushed out. Now the heat sink wire, when I took this off, um, it actually got pushed off by the time I canceled it. And yeah, I've never had this issue. There it is. It wanted to start. Oh, I see what happened. So the CFS has this little poop thing, and it is a real pain in the ass, and it doesn't always work. And what it had done is it did a double drop and never cleared it, which means it stayed right here. And I've calibrated this thing like several times, but yeah, that's what started it. It never gave me a first layer, and it just went to town and broke itself, which sucks because this is a really good machine. I'm not a fan of this machine. It's a good machine. It's just This system here doesn't work because it, in the G code, it does not go over and try to clean itself like it should. See here, normally when you don't have the CFS system, um, it will just clean his head. But it doesn't do that. It's not in the G code, it's nowhere. So it just does a double tap, bang, bang, hopes it clears. And I'd have to say about 80% it's been accurate. I've had a lot of failed starts since I put this system in. Um, and even first layer adhesion is sometimes not always the greatest. Um, pull up another example of that. So here's a print. You can see from the beginning part right here. I noticed it on the first couple layers, but this is something that's going to be covered up, so I really wasn't too concerned because the rest of it was holding on. The printer knows that it's printing Creality PLA. Um, this is just a print for some paint, but yeah, not always the best. When it's going super fast. Look at this. My settings are Creality settings. So yeah, Creality, if you want to hit me up and get these videos so you can understand. I have the long form and the time lapse. We're looking at time lapse right now, but this is just bad bed adhesion on my fault. Um, that's not on them. But as you see, these layers are clean all the way. Does lift up here. It's just too much heat. Does its tacking. I have it on 2 wall. At this point, there's a shift right here. Something happens right there, and it just flakes out. Anywho, back to the catastrophic failure. Let's pull up the long form. See the slow. So this is what I was printing. Um, just something I designed. I've printed it before. I know that this is going to be a little off, but I don't really care. You can't really see it. The Creality covers flat spaces really well, and I can sand it down. Anywho, let's get back to the. Oh, it's turned off. Anywho, that's what it is, and I caught it probably about right here, maybe about an hour in, and it just kept dumping itself. Just never started right from the clean. Well, if you got any comments, suggestions with K1C, I'd appreciate it. Um, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you want to find out what happened, um, it helps me understand that people actually want to watch videos like this. So, yeah, now it's time for the editing. Bye.